Hello, everybody. So today we're going to be talking about our autobiographical essay assignment because tomorrow in Miss Barton's class you're going to be writing your own. So you have the frame in front of you, which we've used before, but this time we're going to fill it out together on our autobiographical essay example, which we're going to read together right now. So make sure that you keep up with me and my pacing, and we'll get through it together. All right. Sometimes things happen for a reason. I was never really sure what that meant until years after we adopted Benji. She was a shaggy brown dog who loved to run and play fetch. One blistering day in August, my mom and my sister and I
came home from the supermarket with a
huge load of groceries.
I was popping open a bag of chips when I heard a strange bark coming from the backyard.
Quickly taking off my shoes, I went to see what the trouble was. First, I checked Benji's food and water bowls, thinking she was hungry or thirsty, but both were full. "What's the matter, Benji?" I asked. I began to return to the kitchen when she ran in front of me and let out a loud bark. It was unlike anything I had ever heard. I looked down, and there was a large brown and black rattlesnake curled up 5 inches from my bare feet. Benji had kept me from stepping on it. I walked backwards slowly and called for Benji to follow. After a few moments, she started toward me, when suddenly she let out a loud yelp. Benji had been bitten. I yelled for my mom. Dropping the last bag of groceries, she ran into the house to make 2 urgent phone calls. First, the vet for Benji, and then animal control to get rid of the snake. The vet was not in the office that Saturday. Instead, my mom located an emergency pet hospital about 30 minutes away. We knew time was frighteningly critical. We all piled back into the family car and sped toward the hospital. The vet took Benji into the emergency room right away. He explained that she had been bitten on her cheek. Benji didn't need antivenom, but because we had gotten her to the vet quickly. However, she needed to be watched closely for a few days. As I lay in bed that night, I thought about how close I had come to being bitten by the snake. I could not feel anything but a kind of pride. My dog would endanger her life to save mine. I thought about her often over the next few days, hoping and praying that she would get well so that I could return the love that she had shown me. Benji recovered and lived many more years. We would go through a lot together. That day, however, will always remain in my mind. It was the day that I might have perished if it weren't for a shaggy brown dog named Benji. Nice work, everyone. So what is the title of this essay?
Our close call.
Our close call. So if you'll write that in the box at the top. And then what was it about? What was the big idea?
The dog getting bit.
The dog getting bit, right. And the dog's name was?
Benji.
So in that next box right here, we'll put Benji the dog bit by a rattlesnake. All right. So in this first box here, in that little corner, if you want to write the number 1, looking back at the essay, what was the first big event that happened? Kind of that first main idea that happened in the story.
The dog was barking.
The dog was barking.
Really
yeah.
loud.
And what was the setting? Where were they?
They just got home.
They just got home. So maybe put home as our first big idea. All right, and then in the next box right next to it, write a little 2. What was the next kind of big thing that happened in our story?
The dog got bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dog was bitten. And then you can write a little 3 in the next one. And what was kind of the last thing?
Like waiting to see.
Waiting to see, kind of after the bite, right? And we can write a little bit more in our details when we do that. All right, so our first main idea at home. What were some details about that? Like, what were they doing? What was happening that we could write underneath our home?
They're carrying groceries.
Yeah, unloading groceries. Anything else?
That's when the dog was barking really loud.
Yes, we can write a strange bark. And what else happened? What was the barking about?
Then when you saw the snake,
Yeah, saw the snake. Nice. Are there any other details from this portion that we'd want to include?
I don't think so.
All right, so next, Benji is bitten. So what are some details we could write about this?
The dog was protecting the
Yeah,
boy. I don't know.
the dog was protecting. What else?
The dog got bit, I guess, but
The dog was bit. Yeah, we could write that.
and then I took him to the hospital.
Yeah, they raced to the pet hospital. Nice. Are there any other details we want to include? No? All right. So, we're at the hospital after the bite. What are some details we'd like to include in our last main idea?
he didn't need antivenom or anything. They just had to watch him.
Yeah, didn't need antivenom. What happened next?
They went home and just had to watch the dog.
Went home.
And
Watch
then Benji
Benji.
recovered.
Yeah, and then Benji recovered. Nice. Are there any other details that we want to include? No? All right, so then in our last box, this is what the author learned. So what did the author learn? If we look kind of towards the end of our story.
That he could have died unless his dog, without his dog there.
Right,
His
yeah.
dog kind of saved his life.
His dog saved his life, feeling pride that, his dog would want to save his life. Maybe write that? Awesome. So, we have our completed frame. And tomorrow, when we're in Miss Martin's class, we're going to start writing our own essays. And we're going to fill it out just like this, where you think about something that happened to you, a big event in your life, what it's about, some main ideas throughout, and some details. So then you can use this frame to kind of help fill out for your own essay tomorrow. Nice work, everyone.
Thank you.